everyone, today I'm going to be doing a Japanese art come draw with me / paint with me. So the materials I'm going to use today are gouache paints, watercolour paints, paintbrushes, a pencil, a black Tombow brush pen, a gold posca pen and a rubber. So I'm just using my red gouache paint to draw a circle, and I'm colouring it in by using round movements with a flat brush. And then I'm going to use my darker red colour to go around it again, just to add a bit of dimension to the red circle. Again, using round strokes and a flat brush. After that, I'm going to use a black Tombow fudanosuke to add cherry blossom branches, a bit like the ones you can see there, but not as intricate. I went a bit crazy with the special effects again in this video. You can kind of see from the cherry blossom trees how I'm going to add it so that it goes over the red circle, which is supposed to be like a sun or a moon or something, but really represents the Japanese flag because of the white paper and the red circle in the middle. So with the fudanosuke, I'm going to loosely hold the pen and kind of drag it over the surface of the paper. By doing that, I create kind of less controlled movements which create wiggly branches. Just make sure that right at the beginning there's a kind of a thicker part to represent the connection to the tree. After that, I'm going to tighten my grip on the fudanosuke and kind of go over the branches that I've drawn and make them a little bit thicker in parts, representing like the more knobbly bits on a branch. And then at every connection between 2 or 3 branches, I'm going to make it a bit thicker as well to represent the connection between the branches, as at a connection the wood will be a bit thicker. So I'm just going to do that to all of the branches, which just add a bit of dimension and a bit of character to the branches, as not all the branches are going to look the same as they don't with a normal tree. And I'm just going to play some relaxing music while I do that. Here I'm just making a few of the branches at the beginning extra thick, because as you look at a tree, the branches closer to the trunk are always a lot thicker than the ones further away, so I'm trying to simulate that effect here as well. And with that done, I'm going to add a few leaf details now. So I'm going to use my gold watercolour paint and just add a few gold leaves onto the branches. So because of the nature of the drawing, I'm going to add just a few leaves, not a lot, as I think I don't want to make the leaves intricate. I just want them to add to the simplistic nature of this drawing / painting. So I'm just going to dot them around the branches. I'm not going to make any clumps of leaves, as I think that will ruin the simplistic nature. So for this, I've just used a thin round brush to kind of get a more precise stroke. At the bottom of the page, I think I'm going to add maybe some bamboo shoots, a little shelter and some birds in the top right corner. If you haven't seen the way a old traditional Japanese house looks, I'm going to show some on screen now. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is a Swedish type, but like the point of the roof is the same. I'll probably add a more Japanese version here. So here's a more Japanese version with a random Buddha lying down in it. It kind of has a Spirited Away vibes because of the clock tower in the back. Yep, so I'm going to start that now. I'm going to use my black Tombow brush pen just to add the black bird's silhouette at the top of the page. They're not going to be very heavily drawn birds, just simple like M shapes. At the bottom there, I'm just drawing a little shelter and a bamboo forest with a little path going through the bamboo, which you'll see in a moment. I didn't really like the first path I tried to draw, so I drew it lightly. I don't know if you can see it on camera there, and then I rubbed it out and drew a smaller one that just stays at the bottom of the page. So now I'm just going to draw the bamboo shoots all at different heights to simulate what they'd really look like in a forest, but I'm going to do them in black because to keep into theme with the black silhouette of the branches at the top over the moon. I say moon, probably more of a sun because it's so red. But yes, you can see me try to redraw the path a few times here, and I kind of settle on the little one in the corner. You can put the path wherever you like really, just kind of try and remember to leave a gap for it through the bamboo and add some bamboo shoots along the edges of the path as well. Cue more peaceful music while I do this. So now I've got out my black Tombow brush pen and I'm just outlining the house before colouring it in. I'm just in black to keep in with the silhouette theme, and I'm going to do the same for the bamboo shoots too. If you grip the pen somewhere near the middle or the top end of the pen and just do one stroke of the pen, I think that would be wide enough for the bamboo if you don't put too much pressure on it. It's just like a medium amount of pressure. It's pretty simple, I just need to draw a few relatively straight lines with the brush pen. Now I'm just going to add in the path and add in a bit of shading in the path to make it look more uneven and more well trodden. Colouring the rest of it in with my gold posca and colouring a band at the top of the shelter in gold, while adding gold like lines to the bamboo shoots. Kind of makes it more obvious that they're bamboo shoots and also keeps in tone with the gold leaves on the tree branches above. Make sure the bands are not necessarily evenly spaced but different on all of the bamboo shoots as they would be in real life, as no two bamboo shoot is the same. And with that, after that, I'm just going to add a few more bamboo shoots along the edge of the path to represent more of a within the forest kind of path. Again, just using my Tombow and then my posca to add a few more gold bands. And then cue special effect, and with that my drawing is done. For a more clear view of my drawing, I'll put a picture on screen now. And yeah, thank you for watching.